Hi everyone, this is Jessica Alba. Welcome to a tutorial around smoky eyes. Different than your average smoky eye because we are using Eggplant. Yes, it's a color. Traditionally, people use black or gray, and it's nice to use this nice Eggplant color. It looks great on all skin tones, no matter your eye color. It's great for any kind of special occasion. It helps you take your look from day to night, super easy. And I really only used 3 colors. Well, 4 technically, because this was my base color, but I really only used 3 colors to get this smoky eye. I used a liquid eyeliner, but not in the way that you think I did. You gotta watch this video to see how to get the look. As you can tell, I do have my foundation on, a clean contour. You can look at my other video if you'd like to get a tutorial on how to get the clean contour. I'm just going to use the headband to pull my hair back. If I like it, I may just keep my hair like this. Now, the biggest thing for me when it comes to doing an eye is I get so much fallout when I'm putting it on because I'm messy. And if you are like me, don't you worry. All you have to do is have Q-tips and your favorite moisturizer standing by, and you can wipe away any mess. And in fact, under your eyes probably need to have a little bit more moisture, especially if you're a woman of a certain age like me. I did have a hydrating mist, and it seemed to disappear. Where is it? Oh, the fairy. Here it is. I just like to start. This really isn't for any other reason other than it just feels like a spa treatment. So if you already have your face on from the day and it is Friday, don't you worry. You can always build on that and take your look from day to night. Now I'm going to get the Everything Primer. I think it's nice to prime my lids. I always like to prime them with a matte primer. And I feel like it just gives a better canvas to start from. I love this primer because you could use it with no makeup. If you just want to take down some of your shine, you can use it if you're wearing foundation or tinted moisturizer underneath your makeup. And if you do have a liquid or a cream, you could apply this over top. Now next I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna neutralize the color on my eye so that the pigments really pop. I'm going to use Linen, which is a lighter shade for me than my skin tone, but I like it better than using white. And a lot of people use like a white powder, but I think it's nice to have a little bit of a pigment. I don't know, I just feel like it just looks a little warmer, a little more natural looking. So this is the cream foundation, and what's nice about the cream foundation is you could use it like a concealer, like a foundation. You can use it with your finger, a sponge, a fluffy brush. It's super versatile. What's great about the cream foundations is it comes in such a nice range of colors. I really like that it's so versatile and you really can mix at home as you please. This is the moisturizer we have in development that we haven't launched yet. I tend to get very dry under my eyes. And that's also where makeup likes to set and settle into those lines, and that's just not cute. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Bone color, and I'm gonna go in with my finger. And I like that when you use your finger, it lays down the pigment. I've seen a lot of makeup artists use this trick. Then you get a fluffy brush, it's called a crease brush, and blend away. And I'm just putting that just across my lid. So we are going for a little bit more of like a sexy evening vibe. I'm gonna go in with this really nice taupe. I'm gonna get that same brush and I'm gonna twist it into the taupe and knock off any excess. I'm just going right into that crease. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. As long as you blend, you're good. Blend, blend, blend. Now the key is to make sure that as you blend and whatnot, you're not bringing it down. And you can see I got a little bit here, so I'm going to make sure that this stays up in this kind of direction here. Next, I'm gonna use the Eggplant because the Eggplant is really beautiful. It still gives you like that nice smoke. So I'm gonna go in with an eyeliner brush. I'm actually gonna wet it. And I do like to use these eyeshadows wet sometimes. And you can see I'm just going right along the lash line with the Eggplant. And I'm not gonna take it all the way. I always pull the lid a little bit so it's easier to find. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it is eyeshadow. And so I'm gonna go into this lash line. Look at her. I always feel extra happy whenever my eyeliner isn't a fail. When you go into the lash line on the bottom, don't go all the way to the end on either corner. Kind of leave those open because then it makes your eye look more open and round. And if you do have a more rounded eye and you want to close it up, the trick is to do the opposite of what I'm doing. So bring your color in on the corners. I'm going to get the fluffy brush and I'm gonna bring it into this sparkly taupey color and mix it with a little bit of that Eggplant. And I'm just gonna bring it into the corner and bring it down into like kind of a V. And it's just kind of like a triangle in that corner. So it's okay to lay down the color first, and then you can go in and blend after you've laid down that color and shape it. So now I have the large eyeshadow brush. So I'm gonna use that, and at first I'm going to bring my eye shape up. Again, you don't wanna look like you're sad and have your eyes droop down on the ends. Buff around all of the edges, and that's how you can blend it really nicely. Now I'm gonna go in with a Q-tip, and I just wanna gently keep it a little bit more defined. So I'm using that Q-tip just to wipe away any excess. Now I'm gonna take a smudge brush and I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna smudge, smudge, smudge. So my vibe is bohemian. I'm trying to not like do the most, but I still wanna do an evening, sexy, smoky eye look. And now I'm gonna use a liquid liner just to enhance my lids. I'm just going to go right into the lash line. And you can see I'm kind of just going straight at it. Try not to poke yourself in the eye because it really hurts. I'm just kind of shimmying the liquid liner into the lash line, and it just makes your eyes really pop. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. My lashes go straight out, so you don't even see them unless I curl them. Now I'm going in with Eyebrow Pencil. I like to always start from the middle and bring it out to the end before I add any fullness. All right. So when you do have a heavier, more smoky eye, it is nice to balance your eye out and do a little bit stronger brow than maybe you're used to. Just try to start from basically mid-brow and just fill it in on the ends and brush, brush, brush. And what's nice about this is we do have a brush on the other end of our brow pencil, and we have 2 colors. We're coming out with more, but these colors are pretty universal. So last but not least, dealing with fallout. Now I definitely have some fallout here. I'm just gonna go in and get right up under there. And I would say if you're doing a smoky eye, wait to do your concealer and your under eyes even if you do your foundation. You wanna be able to adjust and fix fallout and not have to incorporate your fallout into your look. So I'm gonna go in with the cream foundation. Now I'm using Bisque. It has a lot of peach in it, but it still has some nice yellow tones in there. I like to use my fingers under my eyes. The warmth of skin on skin makes it look more natural and more like skin. So what's so nice about the Everything Cream Foundation, you could use it as foundation, you could use it as concealer. If you don't want that much coverage, you can just do a nice sweep on your face, but the more you layer, the more coverage you get. So I'm just bringing it down and around to blend, where I have my nice blemish, rude, where my upper lip is, where I want to be a little lighter for sure. And now I'm going to get my beauty blender, and I feel like this just sort of brings it all together. We are ready for mascara, one of my favorite bits. The mascara has a primer on one side, mascara on the other, but let's go with this primer. The trick to the primer is to layer this puppy on, man. It's almost like instant lash extensions. Blink through the wand from the base of the lash to the tip. And then put a little bit on the end because, you know, we're going for a fancy Friday look, date night, special occasion, birthday. Now the trick to this primer is to have it sit for 30 seconds to a minute. So while that is happening, this is the lip that I'm gonna use, off-duty long wear lip. So a trick is to take the off-duty lip. This is what I do on my TV show. I don't know if you've seen LA's Finest, but this is how we get long wear cheek. And it gives you a nice cheek that is connected to what's happening on your lips. I like to keep these tonally really in sync so that the star of the show is the eye. And this lip is a more comfortable, more flexible, long wear liquid lip. For me, it's a game changer. It really is incredible. But they're very highly pigmented, and I love off-duty. It's just a really beautiful color. And now I'm gonna go in for the final piece. Where's my mascara? Oh. In the same way that I did the primer application, first I'm gonna go in on the bottom. I'm gonna blink through the wand. No, they definitely didn't look like this before. I like to go in and just do a little bit of separation. All right guys, so here's my look. This is Cocktails with Friends, Fancy Friday. If you have any kind of special occasion, it's nice to get glammed up. So I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and let me know what else you'd like me to do. All right guys, peace and hearts.